Welcome back to Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, everyone. There is our score, AFC and NFC tied at 14. Earlier this week, the NFL held its annual skills competition presented by Sprint. And with a look back, here's Rich Eisen and Marshall Falk.
Welcome to the 2007 Pro Bowl Skills Challenge presented by Sprint from the Ko'olina Resort and Marina on the beautiful island of Oahu. 7 events on the day, beginning with the Coors Light Alumni Air It Out contest. Hall of Famer Warren Moon is the captain of one team, and Boomer Esiason the captain of the other. Let's join the action. Warren Moon to Antonio Freeman. Even though Blaine Bishop deflects it, he did what? Marshall, and then a nice...
The Lambeau leap right there. You'll see this play here. Great job of concentration by Antonio Freeman as Moon delivers the ball. It's deflected by Blaine Bishop, and great catch.
And then a little Ko'olina leap right there. Building a 19-6 Warren Moon team lead, and then Boomer Esiason going deep for a wide open Tim Brown that made it Team Moon 19, Team Boomer 12 at the half. And then the second half, Warren Moon dumps it off to the old dirty bird, Jamal Anderson, and somehow...
Here, Rich, he showed some nice moves. Jamal looked like he should still be playing in the league right there.
And he goes all the way in, and even though they're telling him he went out of bounds, he did not. And then a little old, we're gonna go old school here.
Oh yeah.
Marshall. There it is. The old dirty bird from Jamal Anderson.
They think the big men can't run. They can't stop me.
So one last chance for Team Esiason. You see the time ticking down. He needs this score to tie the game. And Boomer Esiason just flings it right to who else but Tim Brown to tie it at 25. And you can't stop Tim Brown.
You can't stop Tim Brown. You can only hope to contain the
Well
guy.
done, Marshall. Well done. So we're tied at 25 after this Esiason to Brown hookup, getting his feet down, of course. And this was for the win, an extra point, an untimed down here. All he needs to do is avoid the Eric Dickerson rush. And who better to find than Marcus Allen?
Sure hands, Marcus Allen right there with a great catch.
And that was your ball game. Team Boomer 26, Team Moon 25. Now to the Moreeeee Innovative Kicks. Not those, these. The Bears' Robbie Gould against Nate Kading of the Chargers are playing a version of horse called kick. The first kicker to be spelling kick loses. So Nate Kading is going to call off the upright. He's got to hit iron.
Narrowly misses, Rich. I mean, that was close. That's a little bitty pole that they're trying to hit there.
Just missed that. So now here comes Robbie Gould, who is not only going to attempt this, but I think he's going to dedicate this to somebody. Let's give a listen.
Bam!
He got it.
Oh, that good job.
0 for 2. He's in the hole. That one was for you.
I asked him, could he hit the upright? He did it for us twice the other day.
So it was KIC to KIC. So to end this thing, we sent our refs to the beach. And the two kickers agreed to say whichever one gets it closest to that tiki hut umbrella will win. And Robbie Gould, an impressive first effort.
Oh, man, played the win perfect. I mean, played the win perfect.
He did. So now it's Nate Kading needing to get it inside that to win, and it begins to hook on him.
He didn't play to win. He started the ball at the tiki hut. The ball drifted a little bit too far left.
So Robbie Gould is the Moreeeee Innovative Kicks champion of 07. Now, as for the Prilosec OTC Strongest Man competition, most reps at 225 pounds wins. Casey Hampton of the Pittsburgh Steelers under the iron right now, looking to best the 36 lifts by Chris Jenkins of Carolina. And he gets it 39 reps.
Oh, he was digging deep. Casey Hampton, big, strong nose tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Did a great job of showing us his strength.
Now listen to this.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Come on.
John Lott, the strength coach of the Cardinals, giving John Henderson of the Jaguars apparently what he likes before a game, but it didn't work before this lift competition. Only 33 reps. Last place.
Not enough. Not enough.
So then it was just up to Larry Allen, the defending champion of the San Francisco 49ers, to beat him. He had 43 reps last year, only needed just 40.
Come on, lock it out.
He needs one more to do it. Yes, the 40th rep from Larry Allen. He is the Prilosec OTC Strongest Man again. Now to the State Farm open field competition where players have to maneuver through 7 obstacles in this fastest time possible. Quite a course here, as Ed Reed will show. He's a favorite. Now to the Baltimore Ravens, you got to tip the ball out and then carry it through the dummies and then carry it running the hurdles. Now you lose the football and find the white one in that mess of footballs, break through, and now's the toughest part.
This is the tough right here, going through the ropes. Got to show the quick feet. Now you must sprint, catch the ball, and then throw it and hit the target.
And if you miss the target, 3 seconds is added on to your time. So Ed Reed's time of 24.8 is good enough for first place, and it lasts all the way until last year's fastest man, D'Angelo Hall of the Falcons, has at it. And he navigates the dummies without slipping.
He cooling, he ain't running.
Ed seems to be concerned.
You got it.
Oh, that's the setup.
I thought it was too easy with the footballs.
Does a great job on the ropes right here.
So now Hall needs to hit the target, and he misses it. And had he hit the target, he would have won because his time is 26.8 without the extra 3 seconds. He'd have taken down Ed Reed. As for the sprint best hands, let's run this. All the top receivers in the game are here, like Chad Johnson, Andre Johnson, Steve Smith. You have to run the entire gauntlet. 6 catches going out, 4 coming back. On the last catch, you need to keep your feet in bounds, and if you drop the ball, time is added. Fastest time wins, and Steve Smith is cruising.
Yeah, he's showing a great job of concentration and catching the ball right there. That's what you got to do. You have to change direction, make 4 catches, and the last catch, get your foot down.
And he does with a nifty time of 15.7 seconds. Well done for Steve Smith. Now it's time for his Santa Monica Community College friend.
Come on, boy.
85.
Chad is surely up for the challenge right here.
Well, he's chatting and talking and almost missed the line.
Almost.
So that might cost him. And yet, while talking and stumbling, he turns in a time of 15.5 seconds. What a run by Chad Johnson.
That was definitely a good run right here. I mean, even with the hiccup, almost missing the line, he still was able to regain his balance, make the 4 catches, stumbling, and win.
And talking all the way. And then here's Steve Smith finding out the unfortunate news. They're very good friends, as Chad's the Sprint Best Hands champion. Now it's time for On the Mark, the quarterback's competition. They are required to hit all 4 stationary targets and then 1 bonus throw, and if that lands in the net all the way 40 yards down the field, they get a time bonus. So early on, Mark Bulger trying, and your guy, Marshall. If the target was only the Colts mascot blue.
He fell in love with blue right there.
4 throws, and then finally, the 5th one hits the target. Carson Palmer, very solid. Just throwing it, finding target after target, and then he goes for the bonus money ball, misses it, a time of 16.8 seconds. Now it's time for Tony Romo.
Tony Romo known for a quick release, Rich.
Hits his first 2 targets, misses one finally. Now he's back on track. Well done.
Pretty accurate.
And now for the money ball. Oh. Nicely done. A time of 16.1 that only Drew Brees remained in competition to try and beat. First throw's no good. That's 2. Now he needs to hit the 4th. All right, so he's in line to win now. Brees for the win. So Brees comes in with a time of 17.4, and Tony Romo accepting the congratulations from the Bengals mascot. He is the On the Mark champion. Now to the final event, the marquee event, the fastest man competition. Here's your lineup. All participants in their first Pro Bowl. Lane 1, you've got Rasheem Mathis, cornerback, Jacksonville Jaguars. Lane 2, Kasim Osgood, special teamer of the Chargers. Walt Harrison, Lane 3. And Lane 4, Justin Miller, the Jets kick returner. And 1 heat, winner take all, and here they go. It is, who knows?
That was tight.
Who knows? It's a photo finish between Justin Miller and Rasheem Mathis. And we take a look at the replay, and it appears Miller's leg
Oh, that's
just crosses.
That is tight, Rich.
And Look who's in our booth right now. We have company. We take a look, and we all agree.
We all agree
that Justin Miller is the 2007 fastest man. To see the entire Pro Bowl Skills Challenge presented by Sprint, tune in to NFL Network. We'll be back with Greg, Phil, Dan, and Shannon after these messages.
Jericho, you've heard about it.
There was a moment there where I thought, that was a pretty doggone good throw. I can probably play.
My sophomore year against Thomasville, I only got 3 balls. And those 3 went for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. I knew right then that I was on my way.
And the stadium was rocking, it was packed. Got a total of 400-some yards. That's when I knew.
When people stopped calling me Archie's boy, started calling me Peyton, that was a big moment for me.
At Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, there's our halftime score. The AFC and the NFC tied at 14, and the NFL on CBS will continue after this word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Druids Glen Golf Resort, voted European Golf Resort of the Year 2005. A golfer's paradise in the Garden of Ireland. 2 championship golf courses of contrasting design. The luxurious Marriott Druids Glen Hotel and Country Club, featuring 148 specially appointed guest rooms and a magnificent spa and health centre. Visit our driving range, pro shops, golf academy, and get your golfing tips or tuition from our resident PGA teaching professional.
Back in Honolulu, along with Shannon Sharp, Dan Deerdorf, Phil Simms, I'm Greg Gumbel. 14-14 is the score. A couple of 1-yard plunges and a couple of big plays. Reggie Wayne, a 72-yard touchdown catch for the AFC, and then the Dallas Thomas, a big long return of a fumble, and it's been a couple of big plays that have been fun to watch.
It's been very fun to watch, and it kind of sloppy start, but like you said, we've had a little bit of everything, and I think maybe both teams might try to establish a little bit more of a running game here in the second half. I felt they could have run more. Why not?
Why do you say that? Dan is worried. Come on, let's just tell the truth. What are you worried about?
Overtime?
Overtime.
No, I'm not worried about overtime.
No, not that you're worried about it, but I got bad news for you. They do have overtime in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, they do.
There have been big plays, which has made it exciting.
But I think we're going to see more guys run the ball this half. Try to break a big one.
Well, it's the AFC that gets its hands on the football first here in the second half. And there's Justin Miller. It's not a bad kickoff return average, is it?
Sorry, Dan, I'm just trying to bring up everything that we see up here. I just figure I can bring it out on air.
Well, I just went down and I was down there at halftime in the locker room, and I heard both coaches talking about the running game.
Well, it is, and to be serious, the wind is really strong.
Well, yes.
Robbie Gould kicks it away, and here comes Justin Miller on the move at the 6. To the 30. And a little taste of his kick return ability out over the 40 to about the 42 or 43-yard line before Donald Driver had a chance to bring him down. And Vince Young, the first-year quarterback out of the University of Texas, makes his appearance.
Yes, running game. This guy will take off with the football.
Well, you brought that up, I think, to the coaches and to Sean Payton. Well, what are you going to do when Vince Young comes in the game? The last thing defenders want to see is a quarterback who's going to scramble and run around in the Pro Bowl.
Well, he's got another terrific runner in the backfield with Neion Tomlinson. And Young going to throw it near side. That's complete and out of bounds at about the 45-yard line to Reggie Wayne, who is having himself a pretty good Pro Bowl.
And there's something that Vince Young would like everyone to know that he's more than capable of doing. And that is throwing a precision pass on a timing route, and showed some pretty good arm strength there, Phil.
Yeah, he did. Well,
you've known this kid since he was all the way back freshman in college.
Well, I saw him a lot at Texas in practice when I did get a chance to go down there and watch my son too. But what they just did, they did a lot in Tennessee. They moved him, got him outside the pocket, and let him throw the football to the sideline. Just an easy way for him to show his arm strength, make the decision simple for a young quarterback, and it worked. You got to give Norm Chow and Jeff Fisher a lot of credit for what they accomplished with a rookie quarterback.
Were you, Phil, one of those who was really big on the way he threw the football? Because there was a lot of questions about his form when he came out of college.
Well, yeah, that was a big question. Yeah, Greg, there's no doubt. I had some question marks about Vince Young. The one thing that he had going for him, and I remember watching all of his tapes and everything, he's big. And that's going to play well in the NFL. And that was almost the same. You could almost say the same thing for Ben Roethlisberger when he came into the league.
Well, we did a game against the Colts.
Start offense number 85. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Where he just broke their defensive spirit in the second half by pulling down the football on third down. He did it 9 times. He ran the ball on third down, and 9 times he ran for a first down. If they needed 9, he ran for 10. If they needed 12, he ran for 13. That is so demoralizing to a defensive team.
Yeah, it really is, Dan. And Greg, you asked me that question, and you've got to give him credit again with Norm Chow and the coaching staff down there. There's no doubt he throws the football a lot better now than he did at this time last year. And that happens a lot with young quarterbacks.
Young, under pressure, throws incomplete over the middle. Intended for Tony Gonzalez.
Well, you look back in the Tennessee Titans season and the New York Giants, this play alone helped the Titans, and ruin maybe the Giants football season. That was Osi Umenyiora afraid to get roughing the passer, which was kind of going on at that time. So he thought, I don't want to take him to the ground, get the penalty. Let's Vince Young get out of the way. Scrambles, throws it down the field, and it wins the game for the Tennessee Titans.
3rd and 10 now for Young. Steps up, and here he goes to the 40, to the 35, and has enough for a first down. D'Angelo Hall coming up. I don't know who gave the biggest hit on that play, but it's a first down for the AFC.
Well, Dan, you talked about it. You know, if he can scramble in an NFL game where they know they look out for it, they game plan it, well, what's he going to do over here in the Pro Bowl? Where defensive linemen go. Julius Peppers says, well, if he wants to run, let him run. Let's go after the quarterback in passing situation. The running lanes will be huge for Vince Young.
Yeah, that's right. I don't see anything that's going to keep him from doing it the rest of the afternoon.
LaDainian Tomlinson changing directions now, straight up the middle and inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Julius Peppers, Chris Jenkins with the stop. Let's go down to Shannon Sharp.
Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Defensive Player of the Year. How special was that award for you?
It was great. You know, it was a tough year for us as a team, but defensively we played well, and it was great to get the award and be able to share with all my teammates, guys like Zach and Bonnie Holiday and Kevin Carr, all the guys that make it possible for me to do what I do.
You caught a lot of criticism. Some of it, you just speaking out. You spoke what you thought everybody else would have wanted to say, but couldn't say. Have you and Sean Merriman made up?
Yeah, we talked. We talked earlier in the week, and we're fine. You know, he understood where I was coming from. I understood his disappointment and being upset and all that. Well, you know, whatever. But it's, you know, Sean is a great player. He's probably the best defensive player in our league, and he's going to be here a long time, long after I'm gone. So I wish him the best, and I got no hard feelings. It's the principle. It's not about the person.
Zach, what do the Miami Dolphins have to do to get to that next level, get into the playoffs, and go far?
I'll tell you what, I mean, bringing Coach Cameron in to help our offense get consistency and some rhythm. I mean, he's an offensive mentality guy, and you look at all the offensive players from San Diego where he came from.
So do you have what's in-house right now? Do you have what it takes to go compete for a championship?
I always think so because, I mean, there's no rebuilding anymore. You look at the New Orleans Saints this last year. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll pan out for especially the fans that deserve it.
Zach Thomas, thank you, guys.
All right, Shannon, thank you. And on that play, LaDainian Tomlinson all the way to the 5-yard line before D'Angelo Hall brought him to a stop. 18 yards, 1st and goal for the AFC.
I know Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor, they're happy that the Dolphins rehired Dom Capers as defensive coordinator.
Yeah, his retention was big. And they played well enough defensively to win. And let's face it, that was some topsy-turvy end to a season down there with Nick Saban, and is he or is he not leaving? And that was a mess.
Here's LT waiting for his block and out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Antonio Pierce forcing him out. As it's going to be practically every season, it'll be interesting to see, considering the number of coaching changes that have taken place, how these teams are going to pan out at the start of the year.
And I'm not going to try to guess which coach is the best hire, because who thought that Sean Payton was going to work out so well down in New Orleans? And so we have these names, we build certain guys up, but you just don't know what a coach is how he's going to perform as a head coach until you put him in there and we watch a season or two.
Second and goal.
We've got young, we've got old, and everything in between.
LT straight ahead to the end zone. Touchdown.
See, I told you they're going to go back to the running game. That's how they get down here. Vince Young, LaDainian Tomlinson.
You know what it is? It's all that hard work you did this week, prepared for the game. All that homework you.
Thank you.
You must have fought the poolside poker.
So nice of you to notice. Yes.
So LaDainian Tomlinson doing what he did so often during the season, finding the end zone, puts the AFC on top. Cadian's kick is good. 9:36 to play in the 3rd quarter. Nice drive, spearheaded by LT. 21-14, the AFC in the lead.
Hoop fans, don't miss your chance to go to the 2007 Men's Final Four at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, March 31st and April 2nd. Log on to ncaasports.com to apply for your tickets online. That's ncaasports.com.
And don't forget the 2007 Women's Final Four, April 1st and 3rd at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Log on to ncaasports.com to apply for tickets online. That's ncaasports.com, the official website of the NCAA.
Ever wished you could be there to see your team in action? With Game On Holidays, you can combine that big match atmosphere with the holiday of a lifetime for the whole family. We offer city breaks and holidays incorporating all U.S. sports, including NASCAR. All you have to do is visit our website and choose the games or races you want to see, and we'll do the rest. Great seats, great games, great value. Game on.
part of the crowd here in Honolulu. And looks like someone came all the way from Pittsburgh. 21-14 on LaDainian Tomlinson's touchdown. The AFC has the lead with just over 9.5 to play in the third, and the dangerous Devin Hester on the receiving end of this kick from the 2. Breaks it to the outside, turns the corner, and out of bounds at the 25. Now exactly 9.5 to play. We are in Honolulu, Hawaii. And we'll be back.